Good evening, Interworld. Sergeant Snack here from Banana Productions. Welcome you back to this episode 57 of my hardcore Minecraft playthrough. In the last episode, we did a bit of mining down this horrendously long tunnel here. It's hugely long. And, yeah, we talked about what we talked about in the first mining chat with copyright and a few of those other things. But that was last episode. In this episode, in the majority of people, hello, that, my friend, is lava. I don't think Schwarzenegger gets up and goes, I'm gonna be a brony today. Let's keep it relevant, shall we? Am I full? Oh, I am full. I really don't need a potato, or do I?
Sergeant Slack's hardcore playthrough.
Cool. So, again, I haven't actually edited up any of the proper follow-on mining chat episodes yet, so I don't know whether... I don't like the shape of this room. I don't know whether it's actually going to be worth putting highlights at the top, because it's just me babbling on about stuff, really. So let's go back down here and see what the crack is down this big, long tunnel. So, today's mining chat is going to be about one of the big three. And I call them the big three, but I can't remember what the third one is. You know, there's certain things that people always say you don't talk about. You don't talk about politics, you don't talk about religion, and you don't talk about whatever the third one is, which I can't, for the life of me, remember or work out. There's another one. There is another one, I assure you. But today, we're going to talk about religion. Because it's one of those really sensitive topics. And the reason people don't like talking about religion is because it's an emotional decision rather than a logical one. I mean, this is what people on the current atheist scheme of bashing Christians, this is what people don't seem to realise, is that for a lot of people, religion is a huge part of their life. And what it boils down to is that it's a lot of the basis of their personality. So religion teaches you a lot of good things. I'm not discounting the good effects of religion. It's just people... I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Yes. People tie their very being into it. This is why you don't talk about it, because people have a strong emotional response when you talk about religion, because it is something strongly emotional in the majority of people. Hello. That, my friend, is lava. Although it won't be soon. Good. That is no longer lava. So people have a strong emotional response when it comes to talking about religion, because it's something that, especially for religious people, that they base their whole life on, and people have the whole feeling that oh no. That was close. Oh, there's a whole freaking cave behind me. This is an entirely different cave system to the one I've been in, isn't it? It doesn't help that it's really sunny, so there's sun everywhere, and I can't see things like... Wow, that's pretty good. Damn good. Smite 1, you can come around my house again. Hello, Mr. Creeper. Oh no, you're getting far too close to me for my liking. No, don't explode. Ow. Oh, which reminds me, I was watching the Ultra Hardcore from Doc M and Etho and all those kind of lovely chaps. Oh, it's another... That's... Oh, no. I do not have the time. So I picked this trick up off Etho. If you put it across there, you can still access people at the bottom, but they can't get over, especially if you take out their way over. Like that. Yeah, spiffing. So that's a great way just to take the lapes for the XP. And it's a great way just to block areas off when you don't want to be bothered with them. Oh, it is a zombie. I thought it was a slime because of the way it was sticking out. Haha, look at you guys. Look at you guys. You guys suck. You know that? Go on, wash away. Wash away your sins. That's quite appropriate. Just have a quick look around. Did he drop a gold something? They've all got washed away down here. And oh, there's lava at the bottom. I want to go down there. Hello. You look like slime nowadays, Zomb. I swear you never used to look like slime. Nice extra bit of XP there. It's always a good thing. And lots of lava, big sea of lava. Don't want to be in a big sea of lava. That is not useful at all. Yeah. So, yeah, I've been watching the new season of Ultra Hardcore. I think it's season 12. For you guys who don't know what Ultra Car is, Ultra Car, the new Ultra Car from Honda. It does all the things our adverts make you think it can. No. For those of you who don't know what Ultra Hardcore is, it's a server-wide hardcore game, and it's freaking awesome. I love watching the Ultra Hardcore because it's so freaking tense. Basically, there's no healing in the game. The only way to heal is with a golden apple, and because the only way to heal is with a golden apple, the guys have made it even harder, and you actually need nuggets. No, you know, instead of nuggets, you actually need, what are the other things? Bars. But wait, don't hit me when I'm not paying attention. How dare you? Freaking spiders, man. I hate those spiders. It's not even like I'm scared of them in real life. It's just I don't like them in Minecraft because they come and kill me, and it's going to be the death of me one day, and I don't want that to happen because I haven't even built my house yet. Do you know what I mean? I haven't built my house. I can't go dying. That'd be dreadful. Born and died homeless. But I'm supposed to be a bit closer to real life. I'm never going to be able to afford a house at this rate. So, I need to eat. So yeah, Ultra Hardcore. You have... now I think they've got about 6 teams of 4 people. In the beginning it was only a couple of them. But it's basically a server-wide game of hardcore Minecraft with no healing whatsoever. So if you fall and you lose half a heart, then you don't get that half a heart back. The only way to get that back is with food that heals you, like the golden apple. Where's my tunnel? Where's my... Oh, I'm lost. I am lost. I jumped over it. That was where I made it. There's my tunnel. Whew! That was... Jesus, scary. That was... Yes, that was unimpressive. So, the only way to get health back in Ultra Hardcore is with Healy food, which takes bars instead of nuggets, the golden apple. And, yeah, once you lose health, that's it. So it's Ultra Hardcore. There's no regen, basically. And yeah, that tightens up your play sufficiently. Because, I mean, that's why people like Etho and Dockham are doing it, because it's so difficult. A regular game of Ultra Hardcore with people who aren't prepared would just be over in seconds. Like a creeper comes along and boom, that's a third of your health. And you know what creepers are like for sneaking up on you. Here it's alright, I can wall myself into a 1x1 and just continue in that vein. You know, wall myself in, heal up, come back out, fight some dudes. No problems. You can't do that in Ultra Hardcore. Well, on top of that, you've then got the other teams which are trying to kill you. I mean, they're doing this one slightly differently. They're going to try and... It's the first team to get to the end and kill the Ender Dragon. And, yeah, it's good. I like those big team-based kind of esports kind of affairs. They're really interesting to me. And I would love to do so at some point on this channel. But that's all future sky dreams and stuff, because I'm not in a position to be doing that at the moment. But hopefully I will be in like a year or so, maybe. Maybe sooner. Maybe that's what I need to do, is get my finger out and sort something out. Anyway, I digress. What we're supposed... Oh, it was a potato. The zombie dropped a potato. What we're supposed to be talking about is religion. Aye. The problem with talking about religion is that people hold religion very dearly. People make diamonds! People don't make diamonds at all. People make an emotional decision, which a lot of the time comes from parents or other loved ones, friends, people they admire. But the point I'm trying to make here is you don't make a logical decision with religion a lot of the time. I mean, people who come to religion later in life do sometimes make a conscious decision, but a conscious decision is different touch. It's different from a logical or an emotional decision. An emotional decision is something that speaks to you as a person. It's often irrational. It's things like, you know, bronyism. Bronyism is a great example because some people just like My Little Pony. They don't get up and go, oh, I'm talking about, like, you know, big burly muscle type guys like Schwarzenegger. I don't think Schwarzenegger gets up and goes, I'm going to be a brony today. Mainly because he doesn't sound anything like that. But that's how it happens. People emotionally choose, not logically choose, something that fits with them, something that fits with their lifestyle, with their worldview. Oh, Diamond City over here. This is good. And yeah, so you don't make a logical decision the majority of the time. So that's why people get really emotional when you talk about things like religion and politics. It's because it's difficult to remove yourself from that emotional tie that meant that you chose that religion in the first place. It's difficult to look at. I mean, religion is faith anyway, so it's not logical. I mean, and this is one thing that annoys me about the current atheism thing that's going on. If you've used Reddit recently, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. This anonymous platform that is the internet, plus a change of attitudes, especially in America, from parents' generation who are deeply religious to kids who are maybe just rebelling against everything, but maybe not. Maybe there is actually a shifting in the moods. I would say there is actually a shifting in the moods because, well, kids have been rebellious for years, and you've still had, like, the current older generation, people in more sort of like 40s, 50s in America. I need to light that up. Then they are still generally quite religious, especially in the Bible Belt and in the Middle West and that kind of area. And the UK, we don't have the same stigma attached to religion. It's very much more so a bit of a, oh, you're religious, cool, you know. It's not that different from anything else, and it doesn't. We don't have the thing here that we do with so many militant Christians like you seem to get. I mean, I think that's what the current atheism backlash is a response to. It's a response to this thing in the States where people are like, oh, like, you can lose jobs, you can lose houses, you can lose communities. I'm pretty sure you probably lose families over this stuff as well in the States. It's a really big issue, but here it's not so much that big of an issue. That kind of stopped. That stopped being that much of an issue for us a while ago. But hey, we've been going at it longer than you guys have, so don't feel bad. Oh, the American hate already. I can feel it coming in. I have no great hate for America. You know, it's just people. And people are just people, man. Everybody's different. Different strokes for different folks. And all that. Which is why extremism on either side of it, be it Christian, atheist, Islamophobia, extremist Islamism, all that stuff, it's all just unnecessary, man. Just live and let live. People have different opinions. Deal with it. You know? Jesus. Yeah, that's quite a thing. So, what are we actually talking about with religion? Oh yeah, the whole current atheism backlash. I mean, people... the gist of it, for those of you who haven't been using Reddit, is it's become sort of like a war. So you have the religious people on one side, the Christian population in America mainly, where people are like, oh, you've got to be religious. If you're not religious, then you're rubbish. And then you've got all the atheists who are like, but that's not logical. I was raised, you taught me to believe in science, and science doesn't provide a logical explanation for religion and for God and those kind of things. So I'm going to rebel against this, and I think you're different. And I think you're stupid for doing what you do, and you think I'm stupid for doing what I'm doing. So we're going to just be at odds forever. And it's like... to be honest, if you're atheist and you're repressing someone, because that's what it is. I mean, let's not mince words here. It is blatant repression on both sides. Oh, on both sides of the argument here. Christianity is very repressive from what I see of it, and the majority of it in the States where it does exist, it is incredibly repressive. But you're fighting fire with fire. If you become atheist and then just automatically disown all your Christian friends and parents and relatives and others, you're missing the point. The whole point is that, you know, you don't do that. The whole point is that religion for you is an oppressive regime, and it's not something that you want to be involved in, because it's, you know, like a faith decision rather than a logical decision, which is what why a lot of people choose to be atheists, as I understand it. But then if you're then going to use that, if you're then going to use your beliefs, because believe me, see what I did there? Atheism is just as strong a belief, and a belief is what it is, as religion. I mean, it's just like not believing God exists is the same as believing God exists. I mean, come on. Think about it logically. You've got no book to tell you what to do, so think about it and draw a conclusion that isn't stupid. See, the problem again is breaking the chain. I mean, this is something that you get with, again, talking about America, my limited worldview of America, which comes largely from films and TV and popular culture, is you have the thing with paddling juniors when they start high school. Like that old tradition where the leaving seniors of that year get paddles and stuff. It's in Dazed and Confused. Alright, it's in Dazed and Confused, but it's based on something that happens in real life. I know it doesn't happen exactly like the movies, but shut up. That's, again, another conversation. So the whole thing where the seniors leaving paddle the juniors, I mean, the logical thing to do is if you're a senior and you didn't like getting paddled as a junior, is to not paddle the next lot of juniors. But that's not how it works. Is people think of it like, oh, the easiest way to think about it is, I was paddled when I was a junior, so why shouldn't I paddle people when it comes my turn to be a senior and do the paddling? Otherwise I lose out, you know, I got paddled and I didn't do any paddling, and that's no fun. That's not fair. But there's two ways to equalise society, man. You can either bring everyone down to your level. Well, you can either sink down to the lowest common denominator's level, or you can bring everyone else up to your level. It entirely depends on... But the easiest way to do it is to sink to their level. So the easiest way to fight copyright, because we were talking about that, let's keep it relevant, shall we? Am I full? Oh, I am full. I really don't need a potato. Or do I? I don't need zombie flesh. I don't need zombie flesh. And this tunnel is so long. So, in summation, the current trend of atheism, where people are mean to people in the name of not God, is just as bad as the current trend in Christianity of people being mean to people on the premise that there is a God and they don't believe in them. It's just the same thing. It's the exact polar opposite, in fact. But it's the same mindset. You're hating. You're bringing hate, not love, to the table. You know, there's no reason that atheists and Christians can't live side by side. There's no reason they can't be nice to each other. I mean, that's what both faiths, as it were, should teach. Is being nice to people, not discriminating against them because they're different. I mean, I don't understand that. If you're, as an atheist, you're kind of choosing to live by your own code. But if your own code is as corrupt as the one that's preached in the book, then you're no better than the people who are being mean to people because it says to do so in the book. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Well, hopefully I've covered this in a sensitive manner rather than just blathering on, because that's largely what I have done, is blather on. But that's what I wanted to do, because although I'm personally atheist, I have no problems with religious people. My problem is with religion itself, because I see religion as another control structure. It's something that's been created by man, in my personal opinion. It's something that's been created by man in order to control other man. And I don't like that, man. I don't think there's any reason or rhyme or reason or need to be mean to other people. I think it's just mean. I mean, we could all live together and we could all gain benefits from what we do, or we can be shitty to each other and only one person could benefit. And I don't think that's a good way for us to exist as a society, based on one person succeeding off of someone else's failure. That doesn't get us anywhere. That just gets us a whole lot of failure, and we don't need any more failure. We have plenty of failure already. We don't need any more. So, that's my personal opinion. Personally, I am an atheist, but I'm not going to jam it down people's throat. I'm not going to be mean to people because they're not atheists, and I think that's a shitty way to go about doing things. So if you are currently doing that, if you're involved in this whole Christianity and religion bashing trend based on you being an atheist, stop it. It's bad. You're being just as bad as the thing you're fighting against. You can't fight fire with fire. You can't fight hate with hate. You need to fight hate with love, because it's the opposite, and that's how it works. So, on that rather theological note, this is Sergeant Slack from Banana Bomb Productions saying thanks very much for watching this, episode 57 of Hardcore Minecraft, the religion mining chat. Comment, like, subscribe if you did. If you disagree, if you agree, if you something you want to say, then let me know in the comments section below, or give me a shout out on Twitter at BananaBombProds. And I will catch you next time. Ta-ra.